Dr. Shen, he donated the monastery, and he wanted everybody to come to study about Buddhism. So he wants to have a traditional one up in the mountain. He had a very kind of extraordinary experience. He was thinking about it and traveling, and then one day he passed by this area, and then realized this place is so familiar. And he was just out in the woods on 301, and then he was wondering how come he's so familiar with this place. And then he realized that he saw this place in a dream, and then he looked for the owner, and then we have this place. And then this place started in 1984. It also has a miraculous kind of experience. Also, there are many miraculous things happen when this place was formed. For example, somebody donated at the same time when we were building. Somebody donated a piece of Guan Yin, the statue in the Guan Yin Hall. And when the volunteers went to his house and carried it back to our monastery here, and then we discovered that there was one arm missing. And Dr. Shen was kind of worried, how are we? And then he was pacing somewhere to see what he can do, and he was pacing outside on the path. And then one day he saw a branch on the floor, on the ground. And then that branch is kind of like a hand. And that was the exact piece that fit into that there. Other than painting, there's not much artwork need to be done because it was kind of like naturally like that. And when the Great Buddha Hall was built in 1994, the statue here, when it was built, and then the final day at the grand opening, and if you notice, there's the flower, the lotus flower in the bottom, and then the body and the head. These are the three main pieces of the statue. However, on the grand opening day, we had to put the head back on the whole body. And when the crane carried it up, hung it up in the mid-air, and miraculously, the head itself, it just spin one time, and then 2 times, and then 3 times, and landed there. Nobody needed to adjust the statue, it just landed there, and then it matched perfectly. So when you see there, you don't see any lines in between. You see just one whole piece. Everybody's so happy to come here because you are not restricted. You don't have to recite because everybody's interest is different. Maybe people like to recite something in the service. However, there are people don't want to recite, but they want to learn it, and so they become a volunteer, and then they learn something, and then they do it. Teach you how to maybe friendly to people, how to treat, how you think about yourself and others, and then when you do it here, friendly, and then you can do it at home and start with your family, and then start with your friends, and then the circle goes bigger and bigger, and you work with your friends and your co-workers, and so you apply the skill to your co-workers, so your scope gets bigger and bigger, and so to influence more people. And by that, people who get benefit from these functions, and then they invite their friends to come over to work also. And because they realize that when they do this, they're at home, their atmosphere kind of change and improve, and so more people and more people come to work. Morning sessions and evening sessions, the ceremony, every day we have it, 7 days a week, every day. On Saturdays or on Sundays, there are different programs they can come, and some are for the sutras, some for meditation, and there are also something about Buddhist talk. So you can come back and join the program. And if you need more information, you can go online, baus.org. In Chuangyan Monastery, there are many different programs. These are the functions. However, behind there are like the prison programs, there are free book distribution that is open for everyone. However, for the prisoners all over the country, they can sign up and they get free books. We encourage them to come here to learn the skills and then go home and practice it in their daily life. It's not just you just come here and recite the books and then go home and recite it. It's not that. We have to change, we have to improve our thinking in order to practice. So we imply that we teach them the skills, and so they can use it, they apply it in their daily lives. It's a very friendly place.